for your interest in the event. Thank you for coming on down. We've got the city crews coming down at, they'll probably arrive 20 past, so of course you can move around and capture footage and content. This morning I've got Andy Lopez, who is the co-owner of SUMMERNATS. Andy will speak first, and then you're able to ask Q&A with him, as I mentioned. We have two members from local police as well. So first of all, Mark Steele, who's Officer in Charge Road Policing in the ACT, and Inspector Will Collins, New South Wales Police Traffic and Highway Patrol Command. As I mentioned before, same thing, each of those officers will come, they'll say some words, and then there's an opportunity for Q&A. Sadly, the people from Mulletfest have not been able to make it down here, but I can connect you, and I also can connect you with any drivers, owners, anything that you want. Come and see me, and we'll make that happen for you. I'm going to hand it over to Andy now to talk about SUMMERNATS.
G'day. Hi there. And who am I looking at? You. Hi, I'm Andy Lopez, one of the owners of SUMMERNATS. SUMMERNATS 38. We're here 38 years going strong. We're expecting 3,000 entrants to bring in their beautiful, wild, colourful, noisy cars into Exhibition Park, and 130,000 people through the venue over the weekend. SUMMERNATS is all the same things that we do every year that we know and love. It's burnouts, cruising, elite show cars, drifting, skid row, thousands of people having a great time. It's going to be a bloody hot one. We know that, we're ready for it. We always plan for SUMMERNATS to be really hot, because it often is. This is a very hot one, and we're well ready and geared up for it. Heaps of extra water, shade, thousands and thousands of super duper ice blocks that we're giving out, tons of sunscreen that's there for free, and a really professional and well resourced medical and first aid team on site as well. So we're ready for the heat. It's always hot at SUMMERNATS, like I say, this year's just going to be that bit hotter, but we're ready to go. And we really want to thank the City of Canberra, the ACT government, and the community that allow us to bring this show to Canberra every year. It is a great festival for town. It brings excellent economic impact, money that comes into town that trickles down to casual workforce from the restaurants, the clubs, the hotels, the shops, and all that sort of thing. And that's something that actually brings us a lot of joy. But at the same time, we have a social license here in Canberra that we're really stressed about maintaining. As I said, we're guests in the city. 80% of our people come from out of state to this event, which is a big thing, and we also take our responsibility to manage our behaviour and to work with our entrant group in particular to keep the streets safe, to keep the behaviour on the roads as to what the community expects. And I do always want to sort of reiterate that the SUMMERNATS community also uphold those standards as well. At every event, whether it's one like us or any other mass gathering, you're always going to get a small percentage, a very small percentage of people who can't follow the rules. That's pretty much what we spend 90% of our time planning for, is to manage that small behaviour. SUMMERNATS is a festival. It's a party, and our job and our joy comes from getting people into the venue safely, giving them a great time when they're with us, and sending them home happy, comfortable, and buggered. And that's what the SUMMERNATS is for. So again, 38 years. I thank the government. I'm going to thank the ACT Police, Access Canberra Roads, emergency services, fire, all of that support that is given to this event, and not just because of the money that it brings to town. The government supports it because it shows Canberra in a different light. It brings people to enjoy this region and learn about Canberra and the greater ACT. So, as I said, we're ready to go. Bring it on.
So 130,000 people, yeah. 3,000 cars?
Yeah, 3,000 entrants, yeah.
So how does that shape up in regards to, is this the biggest ever?
It's certainly the biggest ever in terms of the entrants that we've had. It's like we've got about 10% more than we did last year. In terms of the 130,000 spectators, that's pretty much at our capacity. So we're not here to set records in terms of crowd attendance. We're here to create a really great experience for the people that come. So the numbers that we've got will be at capacity again this weekend.
And can you tell us about the cars? How special are these cars to these people?
Look, the variety and types of cars that come to this event is off the charts, right? If you love cars, you can see the car that you love and 1,000 other cars that you might not even know that you love. But the thing that resonates for me about the cars that come to SUMMERNATS is they all represent a story. They are very important to the people that own them. They're a project and a labour of love that people work on with their family and their friends to get it ready for SUMMERNATS and for other events like this. So every car has a meaning, and it's a symbol of joy.
You talked a little bit about the weather response. Obviously, it is hot. You can sort of expect that at this time of the year.
Yeah.
It's not the hottest ever SUMMERNATS, but talk us through a little bit more about some of the measures that you've got in place.
Yeah, okay, so it is going to be a really hot SUMMERNATS, and we've put in heaps of additional shade, we've put pallets and pallets of free water that we give out. There's extra free water refilling stations. We have literally tons of free sunscreens that we hand out as well. We've got 50,000 super dupers that we're giving away. We've got a fantastic first aid team on site, better resource than any festival you can go to. So we're ready. The other thing is that Australians know how to go out in the heat, and we also communicate really strongly to our patrons, look after yourself as well. So we've got sunscreen on site, but come with some on, wear a hat. You can buy one, but why not come with one? You can bring your own water and your own drinks and that sort of thing. So, and to look after each other. I talk about the first aid system that we have there because we are ready and capable to deal with anything that happens to a person on site, to keep them safe and to keep them healthy until further intervention is required. We've got doctors, nurses, ambulances, intensive care paramedics. We have all of that here at SUMMERNATS because we take our responsibility for the safety and health and well-being of our spectators really seriously. Speaking of well-being, we've done something else this year which we haven't done before. We've put in 3 massive pedestrian overpasses to help people flow over the site. It's also a great exercise thing. It's leg day at SUMMERNATS.
How is the security going to deal with the record numbers?
So we've planned for it. So we've got a fantastic security supplier and contractor. We have more than enough guards to deal with the numbers that we're expecting with irresponsible concert. Our event control centre is staffed with not only our own personnel, but roads, police, fire, ambulance, and other agencies are all in there in our event control system. You may have seen that, like images of that from previous years. It's at a world standard for managing a major event like this.
So obviously last year you had to make changes because of the situation that happened with security. What have you learned from that, and has that sort of continued to this year's event as well?
Yeah, well, we made those changes 2 years ago, right? And we delivered a really fantastic event with our new security contractor. But I think also part of the so we made lots of learnings. I could talk to you for an hour about it. But we made the learnings that we needed to do. We made the changes that we needed to do. Our relationship with the police and the way that our event control centre is set up really facilitates a world-class delivery of security services. But the second thing as well that's important about that is that our spectators and entrants also want a safe and secure event. Coming out of COVID, we saw some really strange behaviours on our event, but also at others as well. Our spectators and our entrants are bought into what we all want to achieve, which is, like we talked about, we want to come to a party, it's a really great time, get home safe. No one wants to be chucked out. And the ones that we have to manage, we'll just manage. But generally speaking, we're delivering a safe and secure SUMMERNATS because that's also what the people who come there want.
I saw that you had changes of when the awards have been presented and all that. So how's this year shaping up to be?
Oh, it's shaping up really well. So we've made some changes to our program. Our grand champion's actually going to be announced on Saturday night, sort of in front of a much bigger crowd than we've done it previously, and that's pretty exciting, not just for the event, but also for the people who are in that grand champion program. Our artist lineup is of course again different this year. We've got Killing Heidi, the Screaming Jets, Ruby M playing on Friday night, Peking Ducks coming home on Saturday night to play. A lot of my staff thought it was a meal, but it's other things that we've got going that are sort of different, like we've got our air show back. We did that for the first time last year and it went off an absolute treat. So that's happening with freestyle motocross, drifting, all sorts of things. So it's SUMMERNATS is a car festival, but it's so much more as well. And it's a really great event to bring families, kids. It's really inclusive, it's safe, and even if you're not about into cars, you can go there and have a really good time, and you might come out a little bit more redhead than you were when you went.
All right, folks, for no other reason other than time. Yep. So, thank you, Andy. I'm going to bring Mark Gill on now from AFP to also speak to you. Thanks, Mark.
Andy's always hard to follow. All good here, doing my eye line. ACT Policing would like to remind everyone attending SUMMERNATS 38 to have an enjoyable event, but to do so responsibly. As with previous years, we've been working with the event organisers to make sure the event is as safe and as successful as possible. ACT Policing will have an increased presence both within the event hub at Exhibition Park, in Braddon at the Fringe Festival, and also on our roads. We'll be working with event organisers and security at those events to ensure the safety of patrons and spectators, and also be on hand for incidents that require police assistance or police action. On our roads, we'll be working with our law enforcement partners, New South Wales Police Force, and also ACT government vehicle inspectors both within ACT and surrounding New South Wales to ensure the safety of the broader community. So as we go into SUMMERNATS 38, our message is pretty simple. Have an enjoyable event, but just know that antisocial behaviour and dangerous driving will result in police action.
We already saw that earlier this week with that 1991 Holden Commodore. You don't really want to be the first car seized during SUMMERNATS. I guess what was your message when you saw that sort of vision earlier this week on the Barton Highway?
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't disappointed. We've actually seized 4 vehicles in the lead-up. We seized 5 in total last year. So that's disappointing, but we've got resources on the ground now, and we're obviously working with the event organisers to ensure that safe event.
Has the police presence changed at all since last SUMMERNATS?
No, we had a very successful SUMMERNATS last year, so we're pretty much mirroring our response from last year's event.
So what behaviour are you looking out for on the roads?
Sorry, can you?
What behaviour are you looking out for on the roads?
Hurting behaviour, dangerous driving, anything that puts the community at risk will be on hand to act upon.
Is there any, what behaviours have you seen in past years that you guys haven't been happy with?
The disturbing behaviour obviously has been commented earlier, where we're shutting down areas of the Barton Highway to conduct burnout events. That just won't be tolerated.
And tell us about the vehicle checkpoints. I saw security was doing that at the site today. Will you guys be doing that as well?
We'll be conducting random breath testing and random drug testing at various locations over the weekend, and also working with those vehicle inspectors to ensure that vehicles are compliant on ACT roads.
How about noise complaints late at night? Is there a certain cut-off period people shouldn't rev behind, 600,
Look,
6,000?
I think the community will expect an increased noise level for SUMMERNATS, certainly up at Epic and down at Braddon. But that Fringe Festival closes down, and by midnight it should be a normal weekend.
Are there actually
Thank you, and again, just with time against us, thanks, Mark. Okay, so I'll bring over now Inspector Will Collins from New South Wales Traffic Policing also to say some words. Thanks, Will.
Self, is it? Yeah, okay, right, no. So as we know, the majority of large section of the participants that come to SUMMERNATS and the spectators travel from outside the ACT and outside of New South Wales. So what that means for us is we see a significant increase in the traffic volume using our arterial roads and regional roads surrounding the ACT. So as a result of that, we'll deploy additional highway patrol down to the area during the event just to focus on that additional traffic flow, make sure we can try and get everyone to their destination as safely and as efficiently as possible. As my counterpart said, we're joint operations between ACT Policing and New South Wales Police are quite common. It's something we do very often, so this is nothing out of the ordinary, working together around a major event such as SUMMERNATS. We have a very good relationship with our partners in ACT Policing. All of both sides of the border are special constables, so the border doesn't really present a significant barrier to our policing operations. As far as we make no apology for bringing additional highway patrol down here for the duration of the event. Contrary to popular belief, we're not here to target motoring enthusiasts. We're focused on that small pool group of people that routinely do the wrong thing and put the rest of the community at risk. what we want from the weekend is just everyone to come down, arrive safely, enjoy SUMMERNATS and have a great time. I will say though, however, if your plan is to come down here and engage in street racing, burnouts, drug or drink driving, or other high-risk driving behaviour on New South Wales roads, make sure you pick up the training timetable on the way down because you won't be driving home. There's a number of offences in New South Wales that are carry vehicle and licensing sanctions, and we won't hesitate to apply them.
And did you catch anyone coming down earlier this week at all?
No, so far so good as far as New South Wales. I know Detective Inspector Steele said they had to see some vehicles here, but in New South Wales we've been quite lucky so far that hasn't had to happen.
What's at risk if people aren't doing the right thing?
Sorry?
What's at risk if people aren't doing the right thing?
As far as what are they doing, or what is the
if people
risk?
do the wrong
Oh,
thing.
okay, yeah, you may, well, obviously there's a loss of licence, there's fines, you can actually lose your vehicle, your vehicle's registration cancelled, and that has a flow-on effect for the rest of your life.
Legend, thank you.
Hey guys, all right, thank you again for all being here. If you need anything, just contact me and we will make that happen. Summer Cruise will be rumbling down at about 1:15, give or take, so enjoy and thank you for supporting SUMMERNATS. Thanks everyone, thank you, really good, thank you.